extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they got another shot here with a 1st and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it.
Good.
But Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To the air again, it's Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to be.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
But it's now 3rd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll kick things off with a trip up to Ford Field. Detroit hosting Chicago in an NFC North battle. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And right now they have the lead.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Johnson now returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Where his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. 7 yards there and a first down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him the dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Aaron Jones.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Aaron Jones.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to the little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now there's a target that just about any quarterback would like to throw to. Devin Funchess, one of the big body receivers in the league who can go up and get it. Former Carolina Panther, played 1 game with the Indianapolis Colts in 2019 before.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Jones again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And that one finds the ground, breaking its string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's going to get this one down to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Cousins. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins again. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the field. interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Fights free yet again. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 13. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Throw inside, complete to Sharp.
That's good.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Green Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than